Good day, I am Christopher Flores, and today I will tackle about Rule 18 and 19. So first, let me introduce our course Mtec 101, and our topic is the International Regulation for Preventing Collision at Sea of 1972 as amended. So our outcome is to demonstrate thorough knowledge and understanding of the content, application, and intent of international regulation for preventing collisions at sea of 1972 as amended. So our learning outcome is to refresh and obtain mastery of the rules, principles, and coverage of the international regulation for preventing collision at sea of 1972 as amended. So, our topic for today is Rule 18, Responsibilities between Vessels, and Rule 19, Conduct of Vessel in Restricted Visibility. So, Rule 18, which is the responsibilities between vessels, except where Rule 9, 10, and 13 otherwise require, a power-driven vessel underway shall keep out of the way of a vessel not under command, a vessel restricted in her ability to maneuver, a vessel engaged in fishing, and a sailing vessel. So in the illustration that is shown, we have our vessel not under command and a power-driven vessel. So who do you think is the giveaway vessel or the stand-on vessel? So the stand-on vessel in here in the illustration will be the vessel not under command, since it is stated that the power-driven vessel shall keep out of the way of the vessel not under command. So the giveaway vessel will be the power-driven vessel. So to the next illustration, the stand-on vessel will be the vessel restricted in her ability to maneuver, and the giveaway vessel will be the power-driven vessel, since it is also stated in Rule 18 that power-driven vessel shall keep out of the way of a vessel restricted in her ability to maneuver. So next, in this illustration, who do you think is the giveaway vessel or the stand-on vessel? So the stand-on the giveaway vessel in the illustration will be the power-driven vessel, since it is stated in the rule that in Rule 18 that the power-driven vessel shall keep out of the way of a vessel engaged in fishing. And that would be all for my report. For the continuation of rule number 18, may I call on Mr. Lark Bell to continue further discussion. Thank you.
Good day everyone, I am General Lark Bilti, and I'll be tackling about rule number 18, responsibilities between vessels. Paragraph B. A sailing vessel underway shall keep out of the way of, meaning a sailing vessel underway must avoid or evade in the way of a vessel not under command, a vessel restricted in her ability to maneuver, and a vessel engaged in fishing. In this example, which is the giveaway vessel, which is the stand-on vessel. So the stand-on vessel is the power-driven vessel, and the giveaway vessel is the sailing vessel. So a sailing vessel must not hinder the way of the power-driven vessel. Paragraph E. A seaplane on water shall, in general, keep well clear of all vessels and avoid impeding their navigation, meaning seaplanes should not hinder the way of all navigation vessel at sea. In circumstances, however, where risk of collision exists, she shall comply with the rules of his part. So if risk of collision exists, the seaplane should do his part. She should abide with the rules. Paragraph E. A weak craft shall, when taking off, landing, and in flight near the surface, shall keep well clear of all other vessels and avoid impeding their navigation. Just like the seaplane, a wig should not hinder the passageway of any vessel at sea. So a wig craft is a vessel that is able to move over the surface by gaining support from the reactions of air against the surface of the earth or water. So a wig craft operation of the water surface shall comply with the rules of his part as a power-driven vessel. Rule 19. Conduct of vessels in restricted visibility. Paragraph A. This rule applies to vessels not in sight of one another when navigating in or near an area of restricted visibility. Paragraph B. Every vessel shall proceed at a safe speed adapted to the prevailing circumstances and conditions of restricted visibility. A power-driven vessel shall have her engine ready for immediate maneuver.
Good day once again. I am Cadet S-Lit Treasure Gen E, and I am here for the continuation of our report. For the Rule 19, conduct a vessel in restricted visibility, paragraph C. Every vessel shall have highlighted due regard to the prevailing circumstances and conditions of restricted visibility when complying with the rules of Section 1 of this part. And so, here in Rule 19, still, conduct a vessel in restricted visibility, but in paragraph B, a vessel which detects by radar alone the presence of another vessel shall determine if close quarter situation is developing and or risk of collision exists. If so, she shall take avoiding action in ample time. So if you say ample time, not in a right time or in a very short time, which the collision is really existing already. So all you have to do is to avoid action in an ample time, provided that when such action consists of an alteration of course. So far as possible, the following shall be avoided. So here are the things that you will avoid. 1. An alteration of course to port for a vessel forward of the beam, another than a vessel being overtaken. 2. An alteration of course towards a vessel, a beam, or above the beam rather. Except where it has been determined, this is paragraph E of Rule 19, conduct a vessel in restricted visibility. Except where it has been determined that a risk of collision does not exist, every vessel shall, or which hears apparently forward of her beam the fog signal of another vessel, or which cannot avoid a close quarter situation with another vessel forward of her beam, shall reduce her speed to the minimum at which she can keep on her course. Next, shall, if necessary, take all her way off. Another, in the event, navigate with extreme caution until danger of collision is over. Yes, you should navigate with extreme caution until the danger of collision is over. That is very important. Next, critically analyze the situation in accordance with the Coleridge's 1972 Rule 19. Yes, you should always analyze the rules or the situation always in accordance to the rule in Cool Reg 1972 Rule 19. Accurately identify the target that represent the potential risk of collision, and then specifically apply the maneuvering action to eliminate the risk of collision. And that's the end of my part of this reporting. Thank you.